Man, if you could defeat lust, you could conquer the world. That is the hardest thing that you can accomplish as a man. 100%. Defeating lust is damn near impossible. But if you could do that, you could literally do anything. I believe it's easier to make $1 million than it is to defeat lust. So if you could defeat lust, in theory, you could make $1 million. You could do anything you want. You can become anything you want. You can get anything you want. At some point, you have to face that problem, at least for a little bit. I feel like if you give up on sexual acts, especially if you're not with a partner right now, it's the best thing you could do. It's the best decision you could make. You'll have nothing but focus and energy. And you could achieve anything off of that. Once you stop watching porn, once you stop doing all that shit, you will become who you truly need to become. All your potential will open up once you defeat it. It's not easy. It's the hardest thing in the world. Women are awesome. Women are sick. But there comes a point in time where you have to man up and resist temptation. You have to give up on that just for a little bit, so then you could achieve the things you want out of life. Women are probably the best thing in life for a man. It's the best prize at the end of the day. But first, you have to get what you have to get done. It's going to ruin your life if it's the only focus. 100%. 100%. If you could defeat lust, you could make $1 million. And who doesn't want to be a millionaire? Who doesn't want money? Who doesn't want riches, power, fame, whatever you want? When you retain your seed, your semen, you have nothing but focus, creative energy. That's not some voodoo shit. That's scientific. If you could conquer the temptation of lust, you'll take over the world. I guarantee you. That's the shit I'm on right now, and I feel amazing. I feel great. Every day I just wake up and I want to hit my goals. Nothing else is on my mind. Of course, I get horny. I'm human. But you just have to resist temptation and understand the bigger goal at hand. If you can't resist from touching yourself, then you gotta just come to a point where you have to do it. Porn will fuck you up. Woman will fuck you up as well, but not as much. It's different. You have to give up on women for a little while, so then you could get what you want. That's how it works. That's how it's supposed to work. People do everything backwards because they're not willing to do the hard things. But if you do the hard things now, life will be so much easier. Life on the other side will be so much easier if you do all the hard things now. You have to treat it like your life depends on it, because it does. You don't want to be 30, 35 and have so many regrets, so many dreams and ideas wasted just because you didn't try. You have to act on all your ideas. Even if you fail, you have to act on them to know if they're right or wrong, to know if it's your path. And eventually something will click. Something will click. Something will just feel right and all work out. As long as you're consistent and put in the work day in and day out. Eventually something's going to happen. Something's going to hit. You're going to get lucky, quote unquote. And then, after that point, once you get to that point, you keep on with that momentum. Make at least 10 million. Then from there you could vibe out. Because from there you could have passive income. About 800K a year from safe investments. And you could vibe out off of that for the rest of your life. If you want to. You could stop there. And it sounds so much harder, so insane, so crazy, so unattainable. But it's really not. Once you get to that first milestone of 1 million, it gets easier from there. Because you know your capability at that point. You know what you are capable of. So then you just keep doing that. Rinse and repeat. And you start making money quicker and quicker and quicker. Until you get to the point where maybe you're satisfied. Listen, if you like women, if you love women, you should give up on them now. Lock in. And then once you get to that 10 mil mark, you will have an infinite amount of women, of chances, of love. And you could pick whoever you want. At that point, damn near. It's not all about money. But as you make that money, you should work on your other characteristics as well. On your health, physical appearance, all that. So by the time you hit that 10 million mark, you're a completely different person. And you know how to lead. You have to know how to make money in order to lead. I'll never shame a job, of course. But that should only be a stepping stone to get to where you want to be. And not everybody's cut out for this. But if you are, I'm telling you, stop fapping, stop doing any of that. Stop sleeping with women, stop talking to women. Go completely cold and lock in. That's it. You'll thank yourself later. And I'm gonna be a prime example of that. You know? I've cut off a lot of women and I've just been in my own world lately. And the results are gonna show from it. I'm telling you. It's only a matter of time until the entire world knows my name. My name is Astora. I'm out.